Hey class, we are Team Explorers and we did the grand challenge of advancing personalized learning. Throughout this presentation, we're going to talk about what exactly personalized learning is, how the challenge of advancing personalized learning is defined by the grand challenges, and why the board decided to address this topic as one of the 14 challenges. We will also briefly touch on some jarring statistics regarding the current state of the nation's education system that we believe can be fixed by implementing some type of personalized learning system. We will also identify specific learning styles as well as some other factors that go into how a student learns. To conclude, we will provide a few suggestions that we think would help improve our education system. Let's get started. So what is personalized learning? The National Academy of Engineers loosely defines it as a way to optimize a student's educational experience by identifying the method of teaching that will most effectively allow a student to be successful in their academic pursuit. This is based on the idea that people have different styles of learning in which they learn most effectively. Factors like the style of learning, the format in which information is presented, and the pace of learning vary from person to person. This idea of personalized learning has gained credibility over recent years, as studies have shown that tailoring curriculum to each student's specific needs increases the student satisfaction in school, which in turn creates lower dropout rates, which you can see on the next slide. Why did the National Academy of Engineers decide to make this a grand challenge? Well, let me throw some stats at you. The U.S. currently ranks 30th out of 65 countries in math according to the Program for International Student Assessment, or PISA. We rank 23rd in science, as well as 20th in reading skills. Compared to other developed countries, we also rank relatively low, 19th to be exact, in high school graduation rates at 82%. With that information, wouldn't you consider reevaluating our educational system a top priority? You can see in this graphic that dropout rates are on the decline, and we credit that in part to personalized learning tools like Khan Academy that allow students to learn at their own pace in a variety of ways. While programs like these are a good step, there's a lot more that needs to be done. For starters, it would be helpful to know each student's individual learning style so that teachers could tailor the curriculum to each student's needs. Discovering a student's learning style is as easy as letting them take a learning style assessment, such as the VARK assessment. This test assigns each student to a specific style, then gives tips on how this student might learn new material quicker. There are 4 general styles in the VARK assessment: visuals, who prefer information in graphical form; auditories, who learn through listening and speaking; then there's read-write learners, who prefer information displayed as words; and finally there's kinesthetics, who learn through experience. Knowing a student's learning style, however, is only half the battle. Other key components to learning that vary from student to student are the pace of learning, how the information is delivered, and whether the student works better in a group or alone. A few things we think will help improve our educational system are as follows. First, teachers should view themselves more like coaches, inspiring and empowering students rather than being a mode of transferring information. We also believe self-paced learning rather than rigorous schedules would prove to increase student satisfaction. Ultimately, a system that identifies each student's strengths and weaknesses and adapts accordingly is one we believe will take us back to the top of global rankings.